Come on, Violet. Morning. Oh, there's a feather. That. Good morning, guys. It's Tracey and Violet from Nova Scotia Living. We're just heading out. That was one of the workers from Saritha's house. They come every morning to help her get situated. Anyways, yeah, it's a beautiful sunny day. Marquise got up and went to work today. It's like 9 o'clock in the morning. I've pretty much wrote off being a super early bird during the summer. I just can't do it. There's no point to it. So I'll sleep in until the young'uns come in to get me. But yeah, oh, it is sunny. Sheesh. I did start a book last night. It's that duet story between a psychologist and a serial killer. The first book is called Born Darkly. Yeah. Or Born Madly. Born Darkly? I don't know. And the second one is the other way around, I think. And it's about this Dr. Noble. She's a young doctor, but she's like the top in her field. This is happening in like the States. Around Delaware or something. Or, I don't know. She's called to court to, you know, give expert evidence or advice or whatever in regards to serial killer cases. Because she's the top of her field. Anyways, in the meantime, between time, she's under a contract to work for this correctional facility, and she has 1 year left, and then she'll be done working there. So, the serial killer, he has been there a year, but she had wanted to work with him, but he refused her. Anyways, there's about 3 months before he goes up to be transferred to Delaware to face some crimes. Now, he's the kind of serial killer. He's like a super, super high Q psychopath. Oh, just a minute. I gotta pick up her poop. Yeah. He refused her because he wanted to learn about her. And he has 3 months before he goes to the thing, and he's going to be charged with the death penalty. But he's the kind of killer. He is an admittedly psychopath. Like, he knows this. He knows he has tendencies, and in order to control himself, he would kill, kind of like a Dexter. He would kill people that got away with heinous crimes, like this child pedophile old man that was tried, found innocent, but overwhelming proof, you know what I mean? Or, you know, you would think. He's all about giving these people choices. So he'll trap them, kind of like Jigsaw, if you know who I'm talking about. I think that's what his name is. In a room or a situation. And they have a decision to make. And whatever decision they make, they're horrible. So this guy, this is just one example. He had to strap himself into this harness so he'd be immobile. What was that torture device called? Anyways, he's lowered down onto this spike that goes right up his backside. And if he could last 12 hours, this killer would let him go. But he can stop this horrible pain that this guy's he's feeling, like the guy in the stick up his arse. He can stop the pain at any time. But if he pulls this rope to stop it, he's going to be killed. And he lasts about 6 hours, and then he can't take it anymore. Oh, and you're slowing down, you jackwagon. He pulls the thing, and something swipes it across and decapitates him. You know what I mean? Like, the killer isn't in the room the whole time. He doesn't physically actually kill his people. He sets it up so they kill themselves one way or another, kind of thing. But the thing is, the bodies of the people killed have never been found. Like, he must dispose of them somehow. But he has other tendencies. He's scarred all over his body. He's tattooed over the scars, but he believes in punishment for crimes that people do. Real crimes. So, he's all jagged up, although he's a big son of a bee, tall. He has a bit of an Irish accent. And, he does have some scars on his head, but it doesn't explain. But for the most part, he self-inflicts himself. Violet, get out of that chair. What do you? He does it as a punishment, but instead of going after more people, random innocent people. So the doctor comes into the picture, and she kind of becomes infatuated with him. Just a minute, Violet. And she has some tendencies too that she didn't quite know. It's gotten into, I don't want to give spoilers, but she's not a serial killer, but she uses her job as a way to be in that world because of something in her past. Something major in her past that she's running from. And it had direct connection to her, but nobody knows. But this guy, the serial killer, is so smart, he figured out all this stuff. And he was blackmailing her in the sense, you try to help me get off or not get the death penalty, or everybody's going to know your secret. But in between that threat, the intense connection these two have, like sexual connection, understanding connection, she's getting more and more like somebody actually understands how I feel about stuff, and maybe I am actually. What are you doing? You're getting breakfast, you're not getting treats. Stuff. Come on. So there's things that happen in between. They end up going for his trial, and some crazy stuff happens. So what she thought was they're gonna kind of have a relationship, even though she didn't really want that, but she wants that because she's never had a connection like that. And he kind of made that portrayed that way. This is a very dark, like, I had a hard time getting into this. Not that it was bad writing. Violet, your paws are wet. The print is small, and it just took me a while to get the angst. It was a lot of stuff at the beginning, that procedural. She did get a bucket of pig blood thrown on her at the beginning, but that's neither here nor there. So I'm almost done it, not quite. Right now, they're out of jail. Not supposed to be. And he gave her the decision choice. You come with me and you can be your real self, or you can go back to living a lie of a life. So she goes, but turns out he's going to punish her for her backstory. Not kill her, at least not now, but some crazy stuff. Like, it would be terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. Like, absolutely. Well, I can go crazy, or, you know, like, absolutely just kill me now and get over it with it. Terrifying. So that's where I am now. And then I went to bed last night, and now I don't know. So I'm gonna give her breakfast. I gotta go get Mally soon. She's at a friend's house. I see her message. I didn't open it yet, but she's probably like, come get me soon. She's one of these people. She likes sleepovers, but she wants to come home soon. No place like home, right? Oh, 10 o'clock she wants to be picked up. It's 9:15. But I should say, the serial killer, I can't think of his name, for goodness sakes. I was hanging out with these crazies. Grayson, yeah. Well, that's his first name. But he's infatuated with her too, in the sense that he's never had such a deep connection with somebody that he seems to actually care about. He can't actually care, but the closest thing to, kind of like that Run Posey Run that I was saying. This guy, he doesn't feel those emotions, but he feels closer to her than anyone ever before. But he still has to do some sort of a twisted punishment. And he's already done one, but he said that's just the first one. But yeah, it's whackers, crackers, and then there's book 2. So yeah. There were some like steamy scenes while they were together at some points, but again, it was more of a controlled environment because it was still in jail. And he's a master manipulator, and yeah. But anyways, yeah, I'm gonna end up having my coffee, and then I'll go up and get Mally from her friend's house. It's just up the road. Violet, your breakfast is in your bowl. And look, what? Do you want to say hi to these guys? Do you want to say hi? Yeah, your hand's right on my boob. All right, I'll be back in a bit. Okay, Maze is eating a bowl of crispy Rice Krispies, but this is the book I'm talking. By Trisha Wolfe.
This time I'm not gonna check. Hey guys!
Hey! Yeah, Born Darkly. Darkly Madly Duet, book 1. And yeah, I didn't read this quite as fast as I read other books. Not that I couldn't, but it's just, there was a lot of internal conversation and proceedings that I'm just not used to. But not enough for me to give up on it. I'm on page 181 and there's like 255 pages or something. Let me see here. Nope, that's the acknowledgements. And that's the other books that she has. 244 pages. Okay. So I'll finish this in a bit, but I'm going to have my coffee and then I'm going to zip up the road to get Mally. So these guys are just, you're not jumping on the couches, Maze. Oh, for goodness sakes. Oh, and I was just reading comments. I just started, but one of you said that how I was talking about Buffalo Bill and Darla, like the poodle, Buffalo Bill's from Silence of the Lambs, if you're not picking up what I'm laying down. I was talking about that yesterday, and I think that would be an awesome Halloween costume for me and Violet. I had to look up what the dog's name was, because you guys said you thought it was Precious, and I thought it was something like that too. But maybe Darla was the dog's real name. I don't know. I'll have to look that up. I just Googled it, what's Buffalo Bill's dog's name, and it came up as Darla. And yeah, I can't remember. It makes me want to watch the whole movie just to see if he refers to her, to Darla, at all. Or he was just calling her Precious. Like sometimes I call Violet Turkey. I don't know. Maze is smiling at me. Yeah, I'm just reading. There's one little blurb here. Because he thinks, like, she's just, like, I don't know what he's been missing forever. All these years, I've been missing an important aspect of the process. Torture isn't enough. Physical pain isn't enough. It's the psychological element, the total mental destruction that breaks a person. Like a twig when the mind is bent to, I gotta flip the page, to the snapping point, and the slightest outside pressure will break it clean through. So, yeah. I don't know whether these two are gonna get caught, first of all. Right now, she's a hostage, and she left a hostage, like he took her with a gun to her head to escape. But they've already had a couple of little rendezvous, not full-on canoodling, but, and she knows it's wrong, but whatever. So they might get caught, or maybe they will go on a killing spree together. I don't know. Actually, my husband's going to go get Mally, so that's good. We're just here watching WWE, because Maze is obsessed. And I'm just reading my book, so, yeah. Yeah. All right, friends, it's 10:47. It's like, I asked Google the weather forecast. It's high of 24, low of 13 or something. It's 23 degrees out apparently right now. So I'm going to lay out in the sun for a little bit. I have my book here, or I have my earbuds. I can finish off the Penelope Douglas Corrupt book. And watch out, Violet. My husband went to Tampa and I got a phone call last week. If you remember, if you watched, I had to drop off paperwork. It's my income tax. I'm late doing income taxes the past few years, which is, I know. Anyways, got a call from the guy that does it, and he was done it. He's like, it's ready to be filed. Like, I dropped it off on Friday, I think. And yeah, we don't owe any money, which is awesome. I don't think we've ever owed any money, but I'm always on the edge of my seat until I hear. You know what I mean? I mean, we don't get back a fortune, but as long as we don't owe anything, that's all I care about. So I even called my husband to let him know. So anyways, yeah, I sent him an e-transfer, like the accountant guy, so he'll electronically file it today, and it'll be done. It'll be done. So anyways, exciting. Okay, I've been out here about 25 minutes. I'm hot. Marquise just got home from work. He's doing a split shift, so he goes back to work for 4:45. He's like, I need to go have a shower. Like, just hot and uncomfortable. But I'm going to go in now. Maybe I'll come out later. My husband barbecues or something, but yeah, I brought her water dish. It's over there in the bush. But yeah, anyways, I'm going to go in. It's almost 11:30, so I'll figure out what I can do for lunch. Misha's not here. She went for a sleepover last night, so it's just Mally and Messiah. I think I have some canned stuff or something easy. So that's what I'm gonna do. Oh, I just brought Violet in, but yeah, there's Maze too. I forgot about Maze. God, nobody wants to come out when I want to go out. They all want to stay in. But then when they want to go out, they want me to come out. Ah, kids. So yeah, I brought her and her water bowl in. Now I'm just getting my stuff and we'll go in. All right, Maze had pizza bites. Messiah had a couple sandwiches. Mally is out there making Jell-O. And look at all the laundry. I did a whole bunch of laundry last night. So before I sit down to do anything in my ridiculously short shorts, might as well fold this up, right? Might as well. And we're listening to Tears for Fears out there. Guys, that was a lot of friggin' laundry. I put all of Mally's pile in that hamper so she can bring that up. But yeah, we got to get this cleared away today for sure. All right, that monstrosity is gone. Hooray. All right, friends. Well, my husband just got home, well, a little while ago. He brought me a coffee, which I devoured. I'll show you what he picked up. He got 3 bottles of Pepsi Zero and some chicken drumsticks, $5.31, $5.28, and a thing of chicken thighs, $8.43. Got some pork belly, $14.26. Yikes. Some hamburger, $6.55. a steak, $9.61, and 3 cucumbers and 2 coffees. So yeah, hip hip hooray. Oh, my husband's over here doing some pork belly that he picked up from the store today. So I'll show you that when it's all done. And then I'm doing those chicken drumsticks he got. And I'm going to do up this pasta salad to go along with supper tonight. So it's going in the oven. Oh, and I used the last of this Montreal chicken spice. Oh, Mally's cutting up a cucumber for a snack. Alright, my husband's done that pork belly. That chicken's in the oven. 350, I put it in for an hour. We'll see. I just boiled that pasta. It's sitting in the strainer cooling off. And then I'm just going to add the little seasoning mix. There. And some Miracle Whip or mayonnaise. And I usually put a little Scotia relish and mustard. Just a little bit. And they'll have that, chicken drumsticks, and sliced up cucumber for supper. So, a good summertime kind of meal. Alright, there's that salad. Nothing fancy, but we'll have cucumbers to go with it, and chicken drumsticks. Alright guys, Violet. It's about 20 to 3. Those chicken drumsticks are done. They're still in the oven. I just shut the oven off. I finished that book about a half hour ago, but this is the second book, Born Madly. The other one was Born Darkly. And let me tell you, I don't know whether I like it or not. I like it, but it's not what I thought it was going to be. This is much more of a psychological book than a romance book. There's a few sexy scenes in it, but it really toys with your mind and makes me think, am I a psychopath? Like how they break down everything. And yeah, it's not as smooth just because it's what they're talking about, the subject matter, the gruesomeness of some things. But I understand some of the gruesomeness. Like, yeah, I don't mind that. But yeah, it's certainly a psychological thriller romance, dark and twisted, crazy. So I forget what the last I told you. London is the lady. Grayson is the serial killer guy. Eventually, yeah, he was convicted and was going to be put to death. He snatched London, forced her to go with him, and on the run. So he put her through some of these tests that he would put the other victims that he killed through. But it was all part of a game for him in the sense that it was to break her mind down because she had these tendencies too, but she's been tamping them down for so long. And, you know, it kind of gave her a sense of freedom when she finally was able to admit things, even though, you know, it's all raw and everything like that. So anyways, now the second book, I'm assuming we'll start off because after she finally had that break, after a horrific, terrifying thing, she is either drugged or passed out. She wakes up and she's hanging from this harness thing above a vat of sulfuric acid, like the stuff that dissolves bodies. And the house that he had been keeping her in was on a fire. And police and everything were coming, the sirens. But at this point, they had already done a couple of things. Canoodled out of the adrenaline rush. And when she wakes up, he's gone. And this is the state she's in. So she's rescued, but she's already come to terms with she's a little crazy too, even though she knows how to contain it for the public eye. Something like that. And he's not dead. She told the authorities that he was in the house burning, but I don't know. It didn't really say whether they found a body or not. So he's still on the run. In the law's eyes, it looks like she is a victim, which she is a victim, but she started to come to an understanding. But of course, the law doesn't see that. They just see this poor doctor strung up above a thing of acid. She was a victim too. And yeah, It's all psychological stuff. It's bananas. So after this book, I'm going to have a palate cleanser book of some sort, because this one has some stank on it in the sense of, holy cow, this is not a romance. This is certainly more of a psychological movie, serial killer movie, than a romance at all, in my opinion. But I like it. It's just, it's not what I thought it was going to be. It's crazy. So, anyways, if you like thriller movies and you like tormented souls, this is the book for sure. Or this is the book series. I'll let you know how this one goes, though. And this one is, it's about as long as the other one. The other one was 244. This one is 251 pages, so a little bit longer, but yeah. This is the first Trisha Wolfe books I've read too, so interesting stuff. Whew. I almost half fell asleep there. I was reading some of the book, but then I was listening to that audiobook. Violet's just chilling, just chilling. We're kind of in the shade now, but it was nice just to lay here and feel a little bit of a breeze, but it's still nice and warm. Violet's not too hot, like she's not even panting. Her water's over there though, I gotta remember to bring that in. But it's nice. And supper's pretty well done, I just need to slice up a cuke. I'm on page, oh gosh. I just got tired of holding my book up. Page 45. And then, yeah, I use this. Jenny made this. One of my YouTube sister friends, Jenny. That's my bookmark. So, yeah. I don't know. I might finish this tonight, or, you know, some more tonight and then the rest tomorrow. But, yeah. I think I'm going to go in now, just because I want to get out of these shorts, get my stretchy pants back on, and just, yeah, be a bump. But Misha's still down to her auntie's. I think my husband's going to go down and get her after, and probably take either Messiah or Maze with him, just to get out of the house a bit. And yeah, I was going to say I'd have another coffee. Maybe I'll have a green drink. I have my water bottle here, but I'm just like, I'm feeling lazy. Summertime laziness. Yeah. At least I got that chicken cooked. I haven't really cooked anything for like a week. I mean, I heat stuff up, I microwave things. Or my husband will barbecue, but yeah, I'm out of sync. Summertime is not my season. I appreciate summer. I like summer. I love fall. And I love winter. Spring and summer are Spring is my least favorite, only because it is really muddy and like the snow's melting, and it's just not as good as summer's good. I don't like the humidity, but it's nice and sunny and we can do stuff. But I like the summer. I don't do a whole lot of cooking. I kind of take it off in the sense of all the big meals, but that's why I'm so glad I did all those freezer meals last month. I think this video is mainly me talking like a floating head, but I'm so glad I did all those meals last month. I've used, well, one yesterday, that chicken casserole that there's none left. I think I used one a couple days ago too. I forget. But it just makes a big deal. At least once a week, maybe twice a week, I'll use a freezer meal. I know I used tater tot one. I used the curry chicken. I used the, what was that other one I made? It was a chicken one. Butter chicken. I would just make a pot of rice to go with it. I've used one Whopper pie. The next one I use will probably be a Whopper pie. And I've used one of my fettuccine ones. So, I'm getting through them. I just don't use them every day. And today, he got those chicken drumsticks. Easy to put them in the, just as easy to put them in the oven than it is, well, the same as putting it in the fridge. I'd have to rearrange stuff and put it in the fridge. This way I don't. So, yeah. Anyways, are you ready to go in? Oh, I called her hairdresser. She has an appointment next Monday. So she'll get a good buzz. And I said if there's any cancellations, we'd love to take it. So maybe we'll get in earlier, but if not, she's going to have a new do on Monday. So that'll be exciting. Just good to, I'm going to get it buzzed down. I don't do all the poofy haircuts. I don't mind those. I don't do it myself. I like a good buzz cut. And that way she can be cool for the rest of the summer. She'll get another appointment probably sometime in September. Generally every like 6, maybe 8 weeks is when I get her clipped down. I'm debating on whether buying my own clippers and trying it. I know I probably won't ever do that because I probably can't do it very good. But yeah, it's nice for her to have her own little spa day anyways. So yeah. Well, we're going to go in now. Alright friends, it's 4:45. I have this video edited up until now, so that's awesome. These are those chicken drumsticks. After I put them in for an hour, I took them out and dumped off the grease and put them in for another half hour and flipped the drumsticks over so they're not slimy on one side. There's that pasta salad, and I sliced up a whole cucumber and a little bit of one that we had left over. Washed it first, of course. So I'm just going to start plating this up. I'm probably going to have some chicken and cucumber. I won't have the salad though, but yeah, it's done. Alright, here's one plate. Messiah wanted 3 things of chicken, so I'm going to give it to her. Some salad and a bunch of cucumber. Alright friends, it is 6:15. I'm going to end this video now. I know this is just a big old fat ball of yarn kind of day. But yeah, that's the kind of day it is. My husband's just on the horn now to find out when we're supposed to pick up Misha, because yeah, she's still not home yet. Maybe she's going for a double sleepover. She'll come to see you?
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, thanks for hanging out with me today. I read a little more of this book. But I'm on page 79, so I'll probably get a good chunk of it done. I don't know if I'll read it all. It's, yeah, it's slow moving, like my reading speed, just because I have to think more about, you know, what they're saying. It's a lot of internal dialogue and assessments and dissection and that sort of thing. So yeah, it's good. It's just different than anything I've ever read before. So anyways, I'm going to say peace, love, and happiness today and every single day. Please like, share, and subscribe if you so choose. But if not, that's okay too. I still love ya. I still want all the happiness in the world for each and every one of you out there. Okay, well just shut your door. She'll come in later. Just shut it. It's fine. Alright, then shut your door. And if she wants to come out, you just let her out. Yeah, like, share, and subscribe if you so choose. But if not, that's okay too. I still love ya. I still want all the happiness in the world for each and every one of you out there. I certainly do. I really, really honest and truly do. Yes, I do. So I think what I'm going to do tonight is read a little more of my book. And since I will be getting a little bit of a return on my income tax, it's going to go 99% on bills, of course, but I might scour and look for a few books as a treat for myself. Might do that. Might. Yeah. Anyways, I guess with that, I'm going to say have a good night or have a good morning, and I will see ya tomorrow. Bye. Boink.